So today I have the first episode of a new series on my channel called Operator Mods and Zombies. I know what you're thinking, wow, that is an amazing title, 10 out of 10. So original, how could you ever come up with something so fantastic? Well, my friend, I simply noticed that there's a lot of YouTubers out there talking about the weapons and the respected operator mods in specifically multiplayer. And then I see YouTubers talk about zombies and how terrible it is, and then you see other YouTubers talk about how zombies is a fantastic game mode, 10 out of 10, best game mode out of all of the three that they brought out to this game. So I thought, mate, what if I mix all three of these things together and add a heaping spoonful of my opinion? Cause you know, opinions are always appraised on the internet. So without further ado, in today's video we're going to be focusing on the starting pistol, the Strafe, and its operator mod, the Stiletto Knife. Overall, the base weapon is great. I like the fire rate and the damage profile is fantastic. The attachments I use for this weapon are Reflex Sight, Suppressor to have that slight chance of a power-up drop, FMJ to take down those annoying ass gladiators, extended mags, and the Stiletto Knife itself. From my testing, I've noticed that the Stiletto Knife starts being a one knife kill at round 5. I feel like that's a really good round to stop being a one knife kill if you ask me. And even after you finish the 3 trials and you get to Pack-a-Punch the Harmony, it's still a 2 knife kill in round 5. Again, I feel like that's a good round to end the 1 knife kill because you don't want to go up to like round 10 because it's not a Bowie knife, it's just a little attachment you put onto your weapon, so it makes sense why it's not that overpowered. Now, some people might think, well, it makes it pretty terrible if it's such a low round, but if you're going to get Pack-a-Punch open before round 6, you can definitely do so with just the knife. Taking down the champions is easy on low rounds. I usually use 1 or 2 clips and I spam them with my knife. One thing I did notice when testing out this knife is that it stuns the enemy for a brief second, so you can just keep knifing them and they will just continuously recoil. One complaint I do have is that it takes 2 stabs in order to kill the tiger zombies no matter what round you're in. That's a huge detriment to your playstyle because those pussycats tend to lunge at you like if there's some brawlic lineman. And they attack so fast and it gets so annoying. So when doing the tiger trial, I highly suggest you just shoot them. It will make your life easier and you'll get through the trial much quicker. Now I feel like you should have a better gun or guns by round 15. This weapon in my eyes is a weapon used for low rounds if you're trying to get set up for high rounds or the Easter egg. But with all that said, this weapon does indeed pack a punch.
Fuck it.
Bitch, the door.
Especially since once upgraded it turns into a fully automatic weapon, and if you stack extended mags onto it, it bumps up the ammo count to 49 per magazine, which makes it a pocket SMG if you ask me. My recommendation when it comes to elixirs is the insta-kill one, which spawns, you guessed it, an insta-kill, and or temporal gift, which overall increases the duration of power-ups like double points, fire cell, and well, yep, obviously insta-kill, making the knife very much so viable in later rounds. I forgot to mention this, the Stiletto Knife actually increases your knife speed, or at least I felt like it did because I saw that it would continuously get faster, but it will have a cap on how fast it's going to go. It's not going to obviously be super fast where you can't even see the animation, but I saw that it did increase a little bit. Some complaints I do have about this knife is that there are some cases where the lunge just fucks me over. Instead of knifing the zombie right in front of me, I knife Alex over there in the back of the horde, which traps me in the horde and I go down almost instantaneously. I feel like the knifing in this game as a whole is completely god-awful. If they can at least buff the knifing for zombies, I'll be happy. Obviously, you don't have to make it like MW2's commando knife where you lunged 30 feet across and you still happen to get the kill somehow, but make it so you're knifing and it actually locks onto the zombie, not around the zombie. I don't want to give the zombie a haircut. Alright, I want to kill it. I can't tell you how many times I've been fucked over by just the knife in this particular game mode. I get that it's hard to just lock onto one zombie in a giant horde, but even with 1 or 2 zombies, the knifing is still ass. I find myself locking on around the zombies rather than at the zombies. Overall, if I have to give the Stiletto Knife a rating, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a great attachment to maximize points and as well as to complete the trial in which you have to get 13 knife kills. And well, it's not a weapon that's overall very versatile. If you haven't unlocked this knife for whatever reason, I highly suggest you do so and you try it out for yourself. In some experiences, I was able to open up Pack-a-Punch and get through halfway of the Wonder Weapon Easter egg before I even hit round 5. Oh, and as a side note, don't even bother knifing the Blightfather unless you're wanting to get completely manhandled by him. Even if he's stunned by the charge shot of Serket's Kiss, don't do it. Trust me, I learned it the hard way and it's just overall not worth it. He spawns in mid 10, so I don't know why you're even bothering with that pistol still unless you're trying to upgrade it, in which I I say go for it. Good luck. Deadshot Daiquiri is a must. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. Comment or like to comment down in the comment section below whether it's Coincraft, this video is dumb, or Coincraft, this is a good video. Whatever works is fine. Other than that, you have a great day.